Hi, I'm Evren Nyx. Welcome to my club talk. Currently live in Williamstown, quite vibey, peaceful, which is a nice contrast for when I go out into Melbourne and party nearly every weekend. Well, that's pretty simple. I did Your Shot last year. For those who don't know, Your Shot is a competition that takes people who have no experience with DJing and trains you up, and then you get to compete against all the other contestants. If you win, you get to go play at a festival overseas. Shout out to the sponsors: Fireball, Pioneer, JBL. They gave us a little speaker and everything. Also, shout out to my trainer, Viv. I would have to say a lot of my friends that I met through Your Shot and people that I do events with now, they definitely inspire me to keep going. My mate, Liam Martin, he is a huge inspiration. He's constantly working to create opportunities for his collective and community that is kind of just built around music and our collective experience through Your Shot. I would also have to say Elise. She runs GTG Underground. She's just so incredible and kind and giving, and she's got 16 years of experience on the scene. So to have someone who has the knowledge has been a huge, huge help. My friend Dan, my friend Mark, are probably another two people that I would definitely shout out, and Grace. She was in my class. Love her to bits. I mean, anyone in the clubbing scene, but I also DJ nerd events. So I've appeared at Fortress a couple of times and have been able to do a full fantasy masquerade kind of DJ set for their New Year's Eve party. And I've also done their Valentine's Day. But generally I'd say clubs, but anyone who likes music. Techno can be perfect for a coffee shop or 4 a.m. in the middle of a warehouse. Busy. It's busy. It's every time I feel finally, a moment to myself. And then I, one eye open, look at phone. Okay, we're back at it. Let's keep going. Something new has popped up. It's the good kind of busy. I want to challenge myself. I want to challenge my friends. And we've got this momentum going, and we're just at the point of, let's see how far this goes. People who are authentic in their art style and their sound, definitely going to be doing a shout out to a local producer. I love Chamberlain. Discovered at a music festival and have quickly became obsessed with his music ever since. And the thing that drew me to it was just the authenticity to his sound. Watching his sound grow over the years and him starting to build those skills behind the decks as well has just been fuck, this is really cool. It's cool to look up to someone who's doing the things that I want to be doing one day. I think it would have to be Intermission Takeover with Nerve. That night was unlike anything we could have ever expected. The energy in that room that night, I don't know what was in the air, but everyone was hooked on it. Friends from Your Shot kind of jumping in afterwards. DJ Tosca, who I literally found on Instagram, scrolling through reels, and just the caption on it was looking for debut in Melbourne. And I went, sure. It was just him mixing. So that goes to show if you post reels of you mixing, you never know who's going to see it and what's going to eventuate from it. And we officially got the largest crowd that Nerve has ever seen in that side room. And yeah, we can pop a little clip in right about now. It was nuts. It was nuts. A couple of mates of mine, Vinny and Tomo, who were also part of the competition, decided to just have an open decks for contestants or the wild cards to swing on by and just have a practice. The guy who won Your Shot for the contestants was on before me. I walk in, see half of Navi's set and go, oh God, you want me to jump on now? No. But got forced. So I'm there shaking. Don't know what I'm gonna do. Get through my set and I'm oh God, I made so many mistakes. And Vinny comes up to me and goes, are you a wild card or are you a contestant? Wild cards are DJs who had some experience. And I was I'm a contestant. And Vinny's fuck off, no you're not. And I'm yeah, I am. He's okay, all right, I see. That was really good though. I doubt that you're a contestant. I was okay. Later on, boogieing to someone else doing their set, and I'm just having a vibe, boogieing along. Vinny comes up to me later and it's I have a bone to pick with you. And I'm uh-oh. Oh no, what have I done? What's gonna be the go? pulls me off to the side. I'm like, oh, this guy's organizer. What have I done? Have I pissed him off? And he goes, yeah, I have a bone to pick with you. I'm sorry, I don't believe that you're a contestant. You have to be a wild card. I was like, you motherfucker. You scared me. Needless to say, Vinny and I are very, very good friends now. I actually got him back on the comp day. He jumped off after doing an incredible R&B set. So I walked up to him afterwards and I was like, I have a bone to pick with you. And he's like, what? And I'm like, I don't believe that you're a contestant. That was too good. It has been a roller coaster, all positive roller coaster, but you know, like just like any roller coaster, you have your ups and your downs, you got your nerves, you got the sometimes free fall, holy shit, we don't know what's gonna happen, but it's a ride worth taking so far. One of the things that when it comes to running events, especially when you're like new in the scene, is preparing yourself to hear no so many times. But the moment you hear yes, holding on to it and then making the most of it. Community is everything. The way I best describe it is everyone pours into the same cup and when it's your turn you get to drink, but it's like always a full cup because everyone just gives a little bit. Instead of doing all the work yourself, getting burnt out because this industry can very much do that to you, you just give what you can knowing that someone else is also going to support. Ooh, it's probably marrying my best friend. Shout out to the hubby, my beautiful boy Josh. That's probably, as cheesy as it sounds, that's got to be the biggest life achievement. I never really believed in the one, like you get your heart crushed so many times, you're like, I give up on this shit. And then to have someone just be your best friend and become the one, that's probably the biggest life achievement. But if we're talking music and career and all of that, I reckon it hasn't happened yet because I know what is coming up. I think it's like, it's still around the corner. So in R&B, Vinny, my wonderful friend from earlier, I've got a shout out up to, plays the fattest music. Constant stanky face anytime he is behind the decks. For UKG, I will shout out Oki. Basically every time he shows up, he's just so nice and always has a smile on his face. House music, my friend Grace, we did Your Shot together and just she has been like a huge support to me, a huge cheerleader. Like she will not tell you that she's showing up and will absolutely be there and just like cheer you on, but also incredible DJ herself. Hard trance in the trance area, I've got to go with Macro. If you like to stare at someone that looks like a Greek god incarnate, Mark. Tosca I mentioned earlier, if you like hard techno, hard trance. Leah Martin, DJ Intermission and intermission.wav with that. My mate Dan, who is just started our little offshoot for Intermission. Dan does a mix of UKG, future bass, glitch hop, dubstep. I think he can do drum and bass as well. It's insane. Speaking of drum and bass, I have to give a shout out to Memory, Heather. She is one of the nicest people. She also has a little like rave shop called Rave Baby. I'm so happy for her. Elise with GTG Underground, obviously creating opportunities for women on the scene, AFABs on the scene, queer people on the scene, incredible, just fun events. And then someone that I haven't worked closely with would be Katie Watson. Katie Watson is just a powerhouse and proved that you don't have to be a producer to get signed overseas and to do big things. There's definitely more people I've forgotten, I apologize, but dream big, right? The goal is to help create a scene and a culture and help the 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds. Yes, I'm 30, so I'm sorry, guys, but one day you'll get as cool as I am. Anyway, I remember what it was like to be that age and on the scene and just the things that I remember that had, I guess, an impact, gave me a space to make friends on a dance floor, to like safe spaces to go and party when times were tough. Forget about the world and every shitty thing that was going on in it. So in 5 years, if we could really have like consistent events or hold spaces for people to just come together and create those memories, and if I'm lucky enough, inspire others to do the same, that's what I would like. Yeah, so with Intermission, we've now got Intermission Presents Laneway 138. We've got the debut of that on the 27th of June. We've actually got an Eat the Beat takeover at New Guernica Kitchen, so you can catch Intermission in 2 places on one night, which again was not something we'd ever expect to happen. We've got Clickbait, and I believe Clickbait runs her own events. My friend Dan is actually the person that was like, we have to get her on, because he truly believes in what she's doing and wanted to give her an opportunity with us to then like share the love around. Ooh, thriving. You gotta know where to look. I know it's super tempting to go see those big headliners from overseas, but I think when you pour your heart and soul into something and then very vulnerably present it to the world, giving like a piece of yourself, but you don't get to choose how people receive it. So to have just someone be like, hey, I learnt and discovered something new today and that was fucking rad, is the lifeblood of the local artist. I think there's so much homegrown talent that should be explored, but I also understand big names are really cool too. Well, I mean, if you're entirely new, shout out to Your Shot again, because like that is a fantastic way to learn. You gotta have no experience though. I see some of you out there that totally pretend you don't have experience and then end up going and you totally do have experience. Trust me, we can tell the difference. I didn't know where the on button was when I did Your Shot, and then at the end of the comp, like performed a set and got gigs from it. So, and then when it comes to gigs, well, as I said, like Tasker I found on a reel of him just playing at his home. It can be going out and just talking to people on the scene, have a little recorded set to showcase your style, and then go to scenes with the same style and sound, and almost become a little bit annoying to the booker. You will find them. You hang around a scene long enough, you will clock them, and then you just be prepared to hear no a couple times before you hear the word yes. I love just like alternative, like that goth, witchy style. I wouldn't classify myself as a goth because that culture is not something that I feel closely tied to, but I definitely like to dress alternatively. I definitely like to stand out a little bit, yeah. You don't walk around with this like hair and covered in tattoos if you're not well aware that you're probably gonna get some looks. Parental advisory is where I went to get this done, and they were very patient with me when I was explaining the concept and idea, and then took me through the whole process. It was wonderful. So where to catch me next? Intermission at either the 55 for Laneway 138 or at Eat the Beat. That's the 27th of June. 18th of July for workshop with our other Laneway 138. Day after, we will be at Suki Lounge on the 19th of July. Then we have a, not quite announced, but I've been told I'm allowed to say our Chapel Street debut will be on the 25th of July. And you can catch me at Nerve opening the side room on the 27th of June as well. So that's what's going on in my world, so hope to see some of you there. That would be sick. I've been Evren Nyx. Thank you for coming to my club talk. Hopefully we'll catch you around soon.